Alright, we're gonna go with cute cat in froggy hoodie for tonight, because that's the vibe I'm feeling. So my world in this version of Minecraft, so I have Minecraft on my Switch, and I also have Minecraft on my PS4. Bonus points if you can figure out where the name of my... I'm telling y'all, the brain rot is real today. If you guys can guess the reference as to the name of my world, Kiss My Anthea, I will send you a pizza or something. Alright, so I'm going to start the stream with just basically showing all the big attractions, because I have built some smaller attractions. So this giant dark purple monolith was the first big thing I ever built in Minecraft. This was before I figured out how coordinates worked. This is the coordinates for my home, so that's right here. The square upon which I'm standing are these coordinates. You can see it up in the corner where it says position. Yeah, so this is the first home that I built, and I built little paths because, again, this was before I figured out coordinates, so I just put down paths everywhere so I would never get lost. I didn't do much in here. Oh yeah, that's new. That's a portal to the end. But yeah, so I basically just built this giant monolith and put a few, not rooms, but like things. We're not going to go in there. Maybe later. We're not going to go in there right now. But I built these stairs that lead to this ladder. And I made just like a little bedroom area. Yeah. Minecraft. I am in creative mode. That means that I have access to all of the resources. Everything that's available in-game, I have it. I'm also on... In creative, the difficulty doesn't matter, but I switched it off of peaceful because I actually wanted monsters to spawn, because it's way more exciting when they do show up. They won't do anything to me, they kind of just stare. Built this little seating area, this little couch area. The glass in the windows. You can see another little area I built over there. We'll go over there next. Yeah, so I didn't do much within here. This is when I was first figuring out Minecraft and how it worked. We're gonna just cheat. Aha! So my husband has this running joke with me that whenever we play Minecraft together, he will just throw tridents. And this is literally this has been going on for years. I am still finding tridents that he threw somewhere. I know you're gonna watch this VOD later. I found one of your tridents. Oh, no, we're not going in the end. The end is basically another dimension. And all of this stuff, all this grass and everything and the rocks, that was just here. I built the monolith around it. So that, with the trees and everything, I built the monolith around it. Alright, so. A couple of things I built down here. Start over here. Gate. Squid enclosure, no swimming. Put some squids in here. Aw. Oh, nope, never mind. Okay. I was say I used to have 3 in here. So that is a regular squid. So they actually gave them little beaks like real squids and octopus. And then that is a glow squid. Those are new as of the last year or so. And then that's a baby glow squid. Oh my god, another trident? I know you're going to watch this. I found another one. I never come out here anymore. This is some of my old stuff, so that makes sense, but still. Alright, so that's my little squid enclosure. Lay down all of this cobblestone, this mossy cobblestone. I put all this down. I built all this fence up so animals couldn't get in. This was a natural little formation that was here already. In here I built just kind of a little secret magic cave. The amethyst crystals are new as of the last year as well. That's a dragon egg. Put down this cool carpet. More dragon egg, more crystals. Bookshelf. Here. And I built this gate because animals kept getting in, so we'll go over there in a second. Built this bridge, put these lanterns up myself and everything. Built these stairs. I built what is essentially a lighthouse. So you go inside, you climb the ladder. It's very tight in here, but it is very cool. And in Minecraft, you can actually set, like, to have weather cycles and time cycles. I don't think you can set it to daytime all the time because it defeats the purpose, but I'm just going to go up and look at it. So there's my lighthouse. It used to have fires in it, like big bonfires, but I just decided to swap it out for beacons. They're a lot brighter. You can see the moon coming up. So that's pretty much it for over here. I built those, so this is kind of like aliens. I built these, and they're pointing to something, but I really don't remember what they're pointing to. Yeah, there's several of them, so I have 1, 2, 3, and it's pointing to something. This was going to be a cool area, so there's the bonfires I was talking about. That's lava brick, those are shroom lights, I have one in my pocket. Whenever I find little caves, I tend to build something on top of it so I can find it again. I haven't done anything with this area at all. Jack-o'-lantern. And then this goes way down eventually. I think it's down. Yep, right here. This goes way down. Whee! And then down here you actually have... So this purple stuff, this is obsidian. That's what happens when water meets lava. This is a lava brick. But yeah. So I never did actually do anything with this area. Yeah. I have a lot of areas like this where like I saved it in a way and I'm like, I'm going to do something with that, and then I just don't. Alright. So there's that. See, there's one of the monsters that spawns. Let's see if we can find any monsters out here. So before I go too far, I want to show you guys my roller coaster I built. So I built this. This is my roller coaster. That's a sheep. Hi, sheep. So this is my roller coaster for the underwater adventure. You sit in the minecart. That's me. You sit in the minecart like this, and then you push this button. Go up and around the spiral. I'm not going to make you guys dizzy. Whee! And because I'm in creative, I'm not going to drown or anything under here. So yeah, I built this entire track. I lit up all the lights. I powered it. Those are dragon eggs. I don't know where they came from. My husband swears he didn't put them there, but I don't know where they came from. Whee! There's that bridge we were on earlier. There's a drowned. That's like a underwater zombie. There's another one. They throw tridents. They have tridents like I do, but like I said, we're in creative. They're not going to throw anything at us. Whee! Fish up there. Lots of kelp, lots of seaweed. I'm hoping the game doesn't freeze. It tends to freeze when I'm on a cart. Why? I don't know. It's annoying. Back up here. There's the track we were on earlier. Go back over here. And this is me, like, I'm literally, it just powers itself. That's what the red lights are. It's just powered. And it took me forever to figure this out, how to get it back into the same spot, right back here. That took me hours. That took me hours to figure out, even though I had, like, YouTube videos and tutorials and the Wikia, and it just took forever. Let's fly back over here. Go back inside. And I want to go upstairs. So, up. 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 Close doors. I don't want monsters in my house. Alright, so I built this. Oh good, there's still fish in here. They're all stuck though. I don't know what's under this, but I'm thinking if I break it, it's gonna fall. Hold on. Oh! Oh no, God, oh, my fish. Oh, my fish. Oh, God. Killed my fish. Okay. Yeah, so if I were not playing in creative, like where I could fly and stuff, these monsters would absolutely be attacking me. That creeper would be trying to blow up something I built, which is why I don't play in survival, because it makes me freaking mad. So yeah. The second big project that I undertook was actually way over here. So this here, I'm actually going to fly so you guys can see it. I built this entire bridge. I built the glass with the flowers inside of it. I built the supports. I built this little area. Well, actually, my husband built this part. Yeah, I didn't build that part, but I built this part. And I built the rest of this bridge. And I built this part. And I built that castle. So if I wanted to, I could fill the pillars with lights, but I liked the flowers because I alternated different kinds of flowers. Like I did some blue and some other stuff. And then I actually did bushes with roots that came through the bottom. I thought that was really clever. Neither wart only grows on soul sand, so the scary sand with the faces in it. These little mushrooms will only grow in that sand. And push the button. I had help with this bridge. My husband helped me with this bridge. You get out, pick up the cart. Yeah, so he set up these little armors. He put these stairs down. Put this chest up here. Filled it with a bunch of stuff. And again, creative. I don't really need that stuff, but it's fun to have it in there. The bell does actually work. Into my little guardhouse here. So I put the bars up, put the little flames in the corners. You can actually see out. So you have these just weird little structures that I just built that I'm trying to tell myself something, but because I didn't pay attention. I don't know why I built them at different heights. Actually, I do. I built them at different heights because that one runs into the bridge that meets my monolith, and it was a certain height that I didn't calculate before I built it. Oh yeah, there's horses. Yeah, I had a lot of help with this bridge, actually, because it would have taken me forever to build it by myself. So I built this castle from scratch. There's not a whole lot going on the inside. Oh, excuse me, because I built it so big, but I didn't plan on what I wanted to do with the inside. But yeah, so I built that. We'll go upstairs and everything. Guess that reference. So this is the castle. I realized I was just going to walk through. So this is my castle. There, put something small. So each of these layers of the flooring and everything I did by hand. I built up the walls all by myself, brick at a time. Got some tropical fish in my little pond up here. We'll go up there. That leads to my greenhouse. No worries. Glad you made it. You missed a little bit of the tour, but not the important parts that I wanted to show you. All right. We'll go in that house in a second. I built this as a reminder that if I need to get to the roof, I can just fly, but I try not to. Oh, there's skeletons in my castle. I could get these guys out, but like I'll walk right up to them and they're not going to do anything. Sup? So they'll just walk right by me. Or they'll stare. I built this little lounging pool, the glass bottom. You can see a little waterfall I redirected down there. We'll go out to that farmhouse in a minute. Wow, showing everybody, I've like built a lot. Hi, welcome. Yes, this was a lot of work. This was months worth of work to build this thing. I'm not good with the concept of rooms. Like as you can see, this just goes straight down, leads to a window that's looking at nothing. So I don't know why I built this, but it does actually lead into this really, what I thought was really fancy staircase. Ugh. And then I kind of just built like a little magic room upstairs. Again, not a whole lot to this little section here. I also didn't build myself an easy way to get out, so I'm forced to go up and down the stairs every time, and I made the complicated type of stairs where they're 2 bricks wide. I'm annoyed at myself. So, there is something I'm going to show you guys. So this part took a lot of work, just building the castle in general. But the part that literally took me so long, like this part down here took me months, forever, like even longer than the castle itself. So let's go downstairs. I dug all this out, built all the walls back up. So none of this was here. I built this. All the ceilings. I know we went kind of fast, but all the walls, all the stairs, the track, everything. I built this. Ooh. Kind of set this up as another little magic area. I've got the bookshelves and the candles and the spider webs. More candles, another bed, chainsaws, kind of medieval-ish. This part is not the interesting part. It's cool. Like, there's candles and magic books and stuff, but this is not my favorite part. Right, and I dug all of this out again. I just like looking at it and showing it to people. Like, I'm super proud of this. It's insane. So, dug this down, dug this out. There's a bat. I built this little lava pit just for lols. I built this giant amethyst geode. Then you go down here, I dug all of this out too. All this with the ancient bricks and the candles and everything. So this is my geode cavern. This room started as a wall. So I literally dug this out brick by brick. And you can see a brick is not that big. I'm standing on one. This is a brick. This space is 175 bricks by like 200 something bricks. So we're going to fly so you can see how big it is. So I put all of these shroom lights up here. I did the whole ceiling. I did this entire entrance. Put the obsidian, redid the entire wall. The wall was not black when I got here. It was gray. Built all the geodes into the walls. Put up the stalactites. Put up the stalagmites. Built the trees, the river of lava coming down from the ceiling. Built this lava pit. This took forever because making a circle in a game that is based off of squares. Yeah, I know. I really like this game. Up. Llama near the lava. Sir, where is your owner? You're wearing a shirt. That means you have an owner. Where did he go? I bet there's a gelatinous cube that ate him. Yep, there it is. See the green bouncy thing? It's a gelatinous cube. Pretty sure it ate his owner. There's normally 2 of them also, so I'm pretty sure the other one died. I built this neat little thing up here. So I built just like a nice little greenhouse up here. Got some crops and some bushes and some honeycomb and some flowers. Put some water, put some glowing lichen, however you guys say it. Some ferns and stuff. So I've just built this cool little greenhouse, and it is actually floating. So there's nothing, and I put roots coming out of it because it was a greenhouse. So yeah, really fond of this area. Here's the gelatinous cube. Fun fact, you hit a gelatinous cube, like if you try to kill it, it will actually explode into smaller cubes. So it takes about like 5 to... Oh my god, there's so many out here. Oh god, there's so many. I'm so glad I'm in creative, because these things would definitely kill me. But yeah. Really proud of this room. It took me months, so long to do. And then it was like... It was a weird kind of sadness when I finished, because it was like, oh, well, I'm done with my project. Like, I could add more... Oh, there's a spider. I could add more stuff to this, but I think I'm content with it for now. But yeah, so that's the really big project that I'm glad everybody was here to see. So, now I want to take you guys outside. My little farmhouse in another area that took me literal months to build. So here's my thing. I don't do a lot of small projects. I like to do a lot of big ones. Shut myself inside. So this is the top of my castle, by the way. Oh, we didn't go in the greenhouse. Okay, let's go over there now. We're just going to cheat. I was going to take you up the stairs, but going around stairs is just nauseating. So this is my greenhouse, complete with green glass. Right now, What am I working on? Oh, I'll show you what I'm working on. I'm working on something really big. So this is my greenhouse, though. I just wanted to show it off. Again, kind of cheating because when you play in creative, you have access to everything. That includes all the crops. So I have all the flowers in here. I have some bamboo. I've got roses, sunflowers. But yeah, so this is my little greenhouse. I don't know what the cats are doing. I could put bees in there, but every time I put bees in there, they get away. Hello? Okay. So next area I'm going to show you is my little farmhouse you can see down there. Whee! Take that so nobody can use it. Spider. Yeah, so I've got crops out here. I've got some nice flowers. I've got some pumpkins and pumpkin things that won't grow. I put all these tulips down just because I could. Sunflowers, I put those down too. The villager village I did not build. That's one of the randomly generated things that are out here. Door, and then those. I built this just a little fun farmhouse out here. Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot going on. I just wanted one. Up the stairs. We've got like a little workshop up here. I've got vats of lava. I've got some books. You can see the castle from here. So it's kind of like, you know, like workers' quarters or something. If I had workers, but no, I do all the work. I really like this part. I love this part a lot. So what's above me is actually straw bales. Yes. I haven't had a whole ton of problems with bugs. Earlier, before you hopped on, I talked about earlier today, the game did freeze on me to the point where I had to force quit. But that's like the first time that's happened since I gave it like a month off. Whee! Jump. So yeah, no bugs as of the most recent update, which was the wilds, which gave us frogs and stuff. But yeah, so that's my little farmhouse. I built that, did the roof, I made a chimney. So, these are my skelecombs. These are skeleton heads. The top is full of lava. As you can see, it doesn't appear to be that big on the outside. But, ye olde skelecombs. Go inside. There's the door. And again, this whole thing, I dug this out from flat ground. It was just flat dirt. Dug this out myself. And like, it doesn't seem impressive if you go watch like some of the big Minecraft YouTubers, but I'm gonna tell y'all something, they cheat. Yeah, they cheat big. There we go. So I built these catacombs by hand. I broke it all the way up to the ceiling. I poured the water. I redid the floor. Put all the skeleton heads. Did all the walls. Did the rafters. Did all the little flamey things. And this is huge. Like, you don't understand how big this is. And I dug, like I said, dug this out from nothing. There used to be axolotls in here, but I think they all died. The water wasn't deep enough. So yeah, this just literally just keeps going. And I did actually get lost a couple times. That's why there are the lines on the floor. The cats decide to riot while I'm trying to stream. But yeah, so I built this. Love this. This, another... Yes, you saw me building this part. But yeah, so I did all the way up to the ceiling. Again, had the help of my husband digging this out, but I did a lot of the laying because... Okay, so... There was a lot of counting involved with this. Let me just... The number of bricks high was precisely counted. The number of bricks this way was precisely counted. How far apart the torches were was counted. How far it was from one end to the other. How often I built a new break-off was calculated. Lots of 7s, lots of 14s. This took me an eternity. I mean, you can just look and see how far this thing goes. And again, I do everything brick by brick. And I say that because I'm bitter. Go back over here. So that those stairs that I walked down to go to the bottom, that was the first part I built. And then I built this part up around it, filled it with lava. It was filled with water originally, but I was like, that's not scary enough. So I did that on the fly. A lot of stuff I'm not a planner. Like, I'll have an idea like this castle. Like, I want to build a castle in the mountains. Did I plan what the castle looked like? No. I found what the castle is sitting on is flat. So it was completely flat except for a few parts. So I literally just took the white brick and went around the outline of this flat area and just built it up from there. And so this is like the most organic thing I've built yet. Because I just followed the way that the land was naturally put. Close gate. Walk this way, walk up here, and then... And the water is just deep enough that you can swim. You can see the tropical fish, you can see the coral. Again, I did have axolotls in here, but I think after a while they get bored. But yeah, so I built that. And I also built this little track that goes this way and leads up to the guard shack up here. Ta-da! Where is a good example of the mountains? We're going to go this way. So I want to show you what kind of stuff this game will generate on its own. So this is all randomly generated chunks. Oh, was she in the frame? What I'm wanting to load is way over here, but it's taking a second. Okay. I also built this. This is another castle. But so this island, I built this. I started with that tower of shroom lights, I built that. And then I put the first brick on top of it, and then I built literally every single brick out. Made this weird shaped island. I put a castle on it. Yeah, so I built this castle. It's pretty cool. This I did not have a guide for. I literally built this myself. So did the two towers that are over here. I laid down all the wood. There is an upstairs. There are several rooms within it that I just don't have anything in yet, so I'll have to show you guys later. But so here's the upstairs. I built up, but I also built down. We're just gonna jump. Woo! This is called a mushroom. So it's a cow with mushrooms on it. Hello. Isn't that adorable? And then over here, I have a skeleton horse. I built this. Okay, this... You guys are going to make fun of me, because it's like literally everything I do. I'm like, oh, this was so hard. Alright, you guys have heard me talk about every project I've done. Like, this is the hardest project I've ever done. No. This one is the hardest project I've ever done. Quick Minecraft lesson. The properties of water. The tunnel I'm about to take you through was once literally the ocean. If you want the ocean out of your tunnel, you have to fill that space with something else. So literally every empty, air-filled bubble of this entire track that I built, including the building I'm going to take you into, I filled with sand and broke the blocks of sand by hand. This is one of the hardest projects, just because of the complexity. I kept letting water in by accident. So this all used to be ocean. This is literally taking us down into the ocean. You can see the kelp, there's land. Woo! So I literally I laid down all this glass, so what you're seeing outside, it's glass. And then I filled it with sand, and then carefully broke every brick of sand, so there would be air in here. Not that it matters, because you can't drown in creative, but for me, it was the principle of the thing. This area, I kind of cheated. Yeah, really pretty. I like that track. So the bones of this building, like this part up here, and the walls and the pillars, that was already here. This is one of the randomly generated structures that Minecraft just makes. They're underwater temples. But as you'll notice, there's no water in here. So you guys can probably guess what I did. I did fill it with sand, and I did brick every single brick. And yes, I did redo the entire floor in several different kinds of bricks because I am indeed a psychopath. So yeah, I did all of this. This took me forever. Again, had the husband's help. But yeah, I haven't, again, like I do these big projects and make these giant structures, but as you can see, once I build the structure, I don't really know what to do with it. Because, I mean, really, what am I going to do with this? Trapdoors. Very helpful. What are those? Oh my god, I have never seen those things. See, I've never turned monsters on, so some of these things, like these little spiky fish things, I'm going to have to look those up, because I do not know what those are. So this is a currently unfinished project, so I started building a track. So this came from a dream. I had a dream. Yes, dolphins. Hold on, we'll go back and look at them. Dolphin. If you feed them, like I said, if you feed them raw fish, they will lead you to bury treasure sometimes. But oh my gosh, they are so fast, and whatever they did to the water, like, again, we're talking before and after update. Before the update, I could see so far, but like, that is so murky, and if you go deeper, like, as it should, it gets darker, but it's never been so murky. Like, that's so close that I have to get to see things. And honestly, with the inclusion of the swamp area, like, this is a video game, but I've like gone underwater in the swamp areas and started to panic because I don't know where it is. I don't know where I am. I'll show you what I mean. But the idea of this sea dragon curling around the track actually came from a dream I had. So I started building the body of the sea dragon, and I used stalactites as the spikes along with some amethysts. So yeah, so here you can see the very clear difference in water. The blue water, pretty safe. Brown water, not safe. I'll show you why. So this is swamp. This is the new area they introduced last year. But I'm going to show you why I panic. And I'm just sinking. You can see my position going down. I'm just sinking. There's nothing. There's nothing. I can't see anything if I move my cursor. Oh, look, there's the floor. No! I'm not about it. We're gonna leave. We're going. We're leaving immediately. Oh, it's so scary. It's so scary! It's so scary. So, yeah, we don't go in the water anymore. I'm gonna see if there's any frogs. A frog! A frog! Look at that boy. Look at him. Oh, so cute. Oh god. Quick, jump. The frog died. Oops. That's the kind of stuff you find if you go far enough away from your world spawn. You start getting the floating mountain biomes. And you see how slowly, you see how fast my numbers are going, but how slow it's taking me to get up to the top of this thing. This thing is giant. Like, during the day, there are clouds up here. Like, there are like clouds beneath me up here. Hey, hey, hey. Buzz off. Look, it's so high up, and that's not a chunk loading problem. That's literally, you can't see the world over there. So I started trying to build stuff out here. Like, there's a little house down there. This little house down here that I tried to build. I built a track between one mountain and another. See if I can get that to load in. So yeah. So when I say biome, there are different areas in the Minecraft world that are considered biomes. Like, the swamp that I was just in was a biome. This is the floating mountain biome. It's literally just like actual planet Earth, where you have like, you know, the tundra, and you have the desert and the ice and stuff. That's what this stuff is. But yeah, no, so there's really cool stuff that just generates here. Like that. It's just floating. But I was building my track for the sea serpent, and I noticed the water changed colors, which I had never seen before. I had never seen the murky water before. So I got super excited. I was like, oh, I found a swamp! And then I went past the swamp. So yeah, so I saw the brown water. And that's how I found the swamp. Train of thought. And then I swam past the swamp, or flew past the swamp, and that's when I started seeing the big mountains, and I got really excited. But what I really want to show you, unfortunately, is all the way back over at the castle. So, you asked what my big project is right now. I will show you. Alright. I'll show you what I built. Alright, so the thing that I wasn't going to show you earlier is this random brick that's just sitting in the middle of my castle here. This, that I'm hiding in here because potentially things could come through this, is a portal to the Nether. And the Nether is one of those other dimensions I mentioned. We're going to walk through this. So, I am in the Nether. The Nether is another alternate dimension. I can walk back through that portal to get back home, but I built this portal in the Nether for a reason. Minecraft is super cool. I just learned this a couple days ago, which is how I managed to build this. I'll open the door and show you, but for every one brick, so every one square that you travel in the Nether, you travel 8 bricks in what they call overworld, where we just were. So, creatures here are so weird. So I found a biome. I found a lush caves biome and a deep dark biome, and I'll show you what those look like. But they were so far from everything that I've already built. So I started looking up ways to fast travel, and building portals to the Nether and linking them with a track of some kind is the fastest way, besides flying. Because flying from, like, my castle all the way out to those biomes took me literally 90 seconds. That is so long. So I did this instead. This is the Nether. That thing is what's making that weird noise. So what I did was, this portal is linked to the portal in my castle. Do not chew on my cords. I will end you. Ugh, he's on top of my... Go! Be gone! Those things are cool. I love these things. These are scary. Here are magma cubes. But like sentient magma cubes. So anyways, we're going to go back over here. And put our cart down so I can show you. So I built all of this literally last night. Or the night before. So this cart... And I built this track. I built the track that's on it. Built all the bricks that are creating it. Because of the 8-to-1 ratio... See, it's auto-saving and it froze on me. Hold on. Well, while we're waiting on that, I'll explain it. So, because of the 8-to-1 ratio with the Nether and the overworld, you can actually calculate where your portals end up based on your coordinates in the overworld. So what I did was, the portal that I built in the castle, I did some easy, this number divided by 8, got the approximate location, and popped out at the right spot in the Nether. Yeah, it's math, I know. So then, what I also did, I did the same thing for the Nether portal I built in my lush caves. But so then I did the same thing with the math for the lush caves portal. And like I said, you just... Here's the portal. And here's my lush caves. So that, because I was talking, it took a little bit longer, but that's literally the fastest way to fast travel in Minecraft, is to build Nether portals. And in survival, it's a lot harder, obviously, but in creative, anything is possible. And up there, that's actually how I got here. I actually dug straight down. So I used a tool to locate this place. To locate the coordinates, and when I found the coordinates, I literally just dug straight down until I hit something. So I was like, dig, dig, poof. I was like, oh look, lush caves. So they call these the lush caves because it has the white stone and the water and the lily pads, and the glowberries are the big thing. This is what we call the lush caves biome. And I got super lucky because right beneath my lush caves, you can see the blue down there. Down here is the deep dark. In survival, this place is super dangerous because of one particular monster that doesn't spawn on its own in creative. It's called the Warden. Alright, so this blue stuff I'm walking on, this is actually, they're sensor blocks. They actually sense the fact that I'm stepping on them. Aha, okay. You see that thing lighting up? It sends a signal to it. Now, if I were playing in survival, those bricks are going to be letting the Warden know that I am down here and I'm walking around. There is one brick that will actually alert the Warden the fact that you're down here. Oh, it's over here. So, in survival, I would be in trouble. I would be in big trouble if that thing went off. And I'm not going to spawn him because I messed up last time I did that. So I didn't know this. So mob eggs. So these are how I spawn animals in creative. Chicken, bumblebee, cow, pig, bat. You get down further, I can spawn some spooky stuff. Zombie, witch, squid, cave spider. Right here. So I was like, I'm never going to play survival. Let's spawn a warden and see what happens. I did that. When I tell you this warden went bananas. Any one of these monsters walked over a little shulker box that set off those little tendrils. He immediately ran over and killed them. Oh, look, a tiny little zombie villager. Yeah, so he literally ran through here and massacred all of my poor monsters that I had down here. I panicked because I didn't know how to kill him. And I ended up, like, just... I felt so horrible. I'm sitting here listening to him kill all my monsters. He's, like, one-shotting all my spiders and my zombies and stuff. I'm like, oh my god! I'm freaking out. My husband's like, why are you freaking out? I was like, he's killing my monsters! So I had to Google how to kill him. The only thing that can kill the warden is tridents. Like, you have to, like, throw the big tridents I had at him. Oh, it was so scary. He killed everybody, and I felt horrible because I just unleashed this apex predator on these poor unsuspecting monsters. I felt horrible. But yeah, so yeah, we're not gonna spawn the warden. But yeah, so the plan of tonight's stream was to build, but I kind of figured this would happen because I have so much built already. I figured I would take up pretty much all of my time just showing you guys what I built. But yeah, so my idea is I want to build something up here in the lush caves. A nice little base or a little house or something. Yeah, I was really upset. I was really upset that he killed all my people. He killed all my spiders and stuff. I was really mad. And then I killed him, and I'm like, I'm never spawning another warden again because he's just going to kill everybody. So I want to build something up here and have it connect. Like, I'll probably end up building my base house down here. Like, probably right in here. This looks like a good spot. It's nice and floaty. My world seed. So each world has a randomly generated number. So there, you see it says seed. That is the randomly generated blueprint of my actual world. So if somebody wanted the exact same world, the biomes in the exact same spots, like this lush caves that I'm sitting in, if you set your world seed to the same seed that I'm using, your lush caves would be in the same spot. I checked out the tool online. I do actually have way larger areas, like giant swaths of deep dark, giant lush caves. But I picked this one because A, it was closer, and B, because it also was right on top of each other. I just got to this place. I haven't done anything with it except build a big nether portal in the wall. So I might cut this stream a little bit short. This was just a little tour of my Minecraft world, so to speak. So I might just end it here. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. Probably next week we can come back into Minecraft and actually just start here and I can, throughout the week think of ideas on what materials I want to use. Yeah, I'll think on it during this week. Maybe start some prototype builds. Whee! So next week officially we will do some building. This week was just the tour. Good end day here for tonight. Thanks so much everybody for hanging out with me. Next week we are gonna build some buildings, actually get some productive work done instead of me just flying around, just oohing and awing at everything like I always do. Pop in the stream next week if you'd like to see me build in here in the lush caves and in the deep dark. We're gonna do a combo base in here. But for now, I would like to thank everybody so much for watching. But that's going to do it for the stream tonight. I would like to thank everybody who was here earlier, who's here now. Thanks so much for showing up, supporting me, having fun with me. Build some bases next week in Minecraft. 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. There will be a Tuesday, mid-July, where I will not be streaming. I will be out for surgery. I'll make sure I update you guys on that when it gets closer. But for now, I hope everybody has a good rest of their night. Stay safe, stay healthy, make good choices, etc. All the things that your dad would tell you. And I hope to see everybody here next week, next Tuesday. And have a good night, you guys. Thanks so much for stopping in.